How much justice the GoPro or any camera would do just how steep this is and muddy. It is very sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. Probably shouldn't have my GoPro out recording, but we like a bit of danger, don't we? Just get involved. If I go flying down the hill, at least I'll get down quicker. Welcome back, guys. I hope you've had a great start to your new year. We're out for another hike. Today we are in a place called Wessenden Moor and Butterley Reservoir. I've only just got to the start of the trail. I've decided to do it in reverse. I've read a few reviews and people have said that it's probably better to do it in reverse. So far the views are amazing. The path, as you can see just down there, is extremely muddy, so they've blocked it off with some fences and people are just sort of hopping over and just walking on the top of this hill. Can't wait to get this one done. Looks amazing. It's got some really good reviews, as with a couple of my other hikes that I've got up already. I've gone on to the All Trails app again and I'll link the particular route that we're doing in the description, so if anybody would like to do this route, then I would recommend just following the All Trails link. Tight here, doesn't it? To hop over this fence. Yoink. Ooh. So I was just, I just went up that way. Turns out that's the wrong way, so I've had to come back down. Here we are, and then I've seen this gate. Somebody wanted to get in here pretty bad, so they've knocked the gate off. Just as well, sort of over that way, there's a metal gate that's got a big padlock on it. So I'm guessing they don't want you to go up that way for some reason, even though you can just hop over the fence. I suppose there's a reason. I just don't know what it is. I know now why people do the route in reverse. Checking the trail out, there's a giant stretch of road at the end of it. So I'm guessing people want to get this stretch of road done so then they can enjoy the views, which makes total sense. Whew. I'm already struggling, Jesus. Woo-wee. Well, this sort of gradual incline up this road has just annihilated me. My heart rate just reached 175 beats per minute, which sounds quite extreme, like my heart's going to explode. Although I don't feel like it. I was just thinking as well that when I've come on a hike, I've worn my down jacket and my thermal leggings, and I feel like it's too much because at the moment I'm absolutely roasting. So I think next time I'll be leaving the leggings off and seeing how we get on. Made it to the start of the trail, or the back of the trail, after getting up the hill that's mainly all road, and I think that is most definitely why people do the route in reverse. It's really, really windy as well. Whew. Ay caramba. Oh, way on. It's definitely in the thick of it, not away from the road, which I'm very happy about because I don't like going on trails on the road, because I can do that where I live. I can just walk to the shop. I want to be out here experiencing this lovely scenery. It is super windy, so I don't know what the audio is going to be like, and I know I've had a few suggestions to get a microphone just to improve the audio quality, so that's probably going to be something that I'm looking at. If anybody's got any suggestions or recommendations to get for the GoPro, then do let me know, leave it in the comments, and I'll be sure to check it out. Amazing. It's just hills all the way around, and I have just seen this lovely lake over here. Maybe it's a lake, body of water, I don't know, but it looks lovely. I can imagine it's cold. The trail is also extremely muddy and boggy, which is not, it's not too bad because you can just walk to the side. That's why I always wear my hiking boots when I come out for a hike, because they just protect my feet. Despite all the puddles and the mud and the bog that I've been in. My boots, I really enjoy them, I like them a lot. They are Solomon Quest 4D, and they're sort of the newest pair, and I've had these for probably around 12 months now. I'm not sure how many miles I've put on them, but I've put quite a few miles on them, and they're still going strong. I was looking at potentially getting maybe a pair of trail runners as well, probably towards the summertime when I don't need my feet to be waterproofed, because the weather's nicer and the boots are heavy and I don't want my feet sweating. So I'll probably get a pair of trail runners come summertime, which I can't wait for, to be honest. I enjoy pretty much all types of weather, but the summer is probably my favourite in terms of being outdoors. Well, I don't know saying that, because I said on my other video, didn't I prefer walking in the winter, because you can always warm up. But if it gets too hot in the summer, you can't always cool down, unless there's something like this in the background that you can jump in. So I just like walking in all weather though, all the weather, bring it on. Making some good progress. Let me put my shades on because that sun's blasting my head off. Woo-wee. That's better, I can see. Making some good progress. As you can see from the prior short clip, there's it's all paved now from what I can see. And you know what I can't believe? The amount of runners. There's so many runners that I've seen. And here's me struggling walking, but I have got a massive backpack on that's probably weighs about 25 to 20 kg. The views are incredible, although that right behind me all the way does not look very good. It literally just wraps around from probably over that way all the way, and then you've got the amazing sun over that way. So it looks like, from what I can feel, the wind is coming from this way, so hopefully the wind will blow all that mega rain cloud away. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. I've got my waterproofs, so I won't really be bothered. I think personally this has been the toughest one I've done so far. I don't know whether that's anything to do with the week that I've already had, because I've done, I don't know, maybe 80 to 90 miles. I've done a lot of walking with my job, so I don't know whether that's playing a role in how I'm feeling at the moment. Although I don't feel too bad. I think as well it's the wind. So the wind's whipping, as you can probably hear. It's just blowing me about a bit. So maybe that's got something to do with it. But I'm still good. I'm probably going to try and find a place to sit down and have a brew shortly. I wish there was somewhere like over here that I could sit that was out of the wind. But it's just windy everywhere, so I may find hopefully a bit of stone cover or rock cover that I can hide behind. Bloody hell, I almost went flying then. Because I'm moving, I'm not that cold. My hands are a bit cold because I've got them out. I'll probably put my gloves on soon. My nose is a bit cold. But aside from that, it's all good, baby. Woo, look at the view. It seems that this route that I'm on at the moment is very popular, even though the weather's almost fell over. Even though the weather's not the greatest, there's a lot of people, more so than any of the other places that I've been at any point. but I can see why, because as you guys can probably see, again, just lovely views everywhere you look. I wonder if you'd be able to find somewhere around here to camp, because the ground is quite like just full of mounds and stuff. I'll keep my eye out though. So I was reading about this chap that owns the land on Dartmoor. I can't remember what his name is, but he's like a hedge fund manager or something, and he owns loads of land on Dartmoor. And there was recently a court case to try and stop wild campers on Dartmoor, which has been successful, which I honestly don't get. If people are going there and they're camping and they're being respectful to the ground and they're not leaving any trace, then what's the problem? It wouldn't surprise me if they started trying to charge people, because that is all that it's going to boil down to, is money. So I was reading that they allow hunting and shooting on the land, which it's absolutely wild. So you're telling me that it's okay to charge money to go on there to kill animals, but it's not all right for people to just go and wild camp and sleep in a tent and enjoy the land? Honestly, it's just so backwards. It just really annoys me. But like I say, I think maybe they're going to try and charge people for it or something, because if he's, you know, this guy's a hedge fund manager, all anything will ever boil down to is money. Ugh. Feel like the end of this trail may be coming, which probably, judging by all the big grey black beast clouds in the background, I'm probably quite happy about. It's been a really nice one, but honestly it's been so busy, and there's been a few rude people, to be fair. I've not had that. Normally everyone's dead nice and they let on, but there's some people that are just stomping with their heads down and they're expecting me to move, which I did because I'm nice. And I'm just like, bloody hell, mate. He's not even saying thanks either. I'm like, you trying to beat the world record or get around here or something? Wow. God. Big clouds that I told you about, they started raining, so it's not that bad at the moment, so I'm not putting my waterproofs on just yet, but if it gets any heavier then I'll be putting my waterproofs on, so I don't really want to get soaking. It has decided to start raining quite a bit, so I've just stopped, put my waterproof jacket on, put my waterproof cover on my backpack. Now honestly, if I wasn't in work tomorrow, I'd probably get my tent out and probably camp for the night, but I've got to be in work in the morning, so that's unfortunately not an option for me. Now this, I'm sure I've been here before in the snow, which was amazing. It's not so amazing now, it's rubbish weather, but hey, what can we say? It's the UK. When is it not raining? Anybody that said to do this route in reverse, thank you. It's so much better going the opposite way around.
Hello.
Hey, and it's just, I think, so what you've just seen, it would have been me coming up that first and then on the way back going down the road, which I'd rather do the road first, get the boring stuff out of the way, and then now we're here, we've just come down the lovely steps over that way, which was amazing, and through the little waterfall all the way down, and it looks like there's some quite steep steps coming up as well. Can't wait. I don't know how much justice the GoPro or any camera would do just how steep this is and muddy. It is very very sketchy. Probably shouldn't have my GoPro out recording, but we like a bit of danger, don't we? Just get involved. If I go flying down the hill, at least I'll get down quicker. Like I said, I don't know how much justice this can do, but it is quite steep. But it looks like fun. Even the views down here are amazing. And the rain's cleared up now. So I just stopped to put my waterproof pants on, but I realised it was just too much effort because I've got my boots on. I have to take them off, put the pants on, put my boots back on. I'm glad I didn't put them back on, or put them on rather, because it's stopped raining now, hasn't it? So it would have been pointless and I would have ended up sweating. Nice waterfall in the background, that's where we've just come from. We're just obviously further up, and the waterfall leads all the way down into this stream. We're gonna go down over past the bridge, over this way. Still got to get down the rest of this steep muddy path. So I've just seen like a hiker coming up, and as you can see, like, it's so muddy here, so I tried to crack a joke. So, oh, it's a bit muddy there, isn't it? He just went, oh, is it? I think he was I think he was knackered, to be honest. But I think my sarcasm was wasted on some people. Going up this would be a lot more difficult than coming down, but it's still quite difficult to come down because there's a lot of loose rocks and it's slippy. I've more enjoyed and preferred coming down than going up. Maybe in future. Well, I just did a little slip there, which is always handy. Look at my hand. All my hands. Like, I imagine, right, I've just got right to the bottom and I've slipped right at the bottom. It's just my luck, that is. But hey, that could have been a lot worse. So me going absolutely flying at the bottom then was pretty funny. There was a whole bunch of people at the bottom because I think there's like some sort of race or something, or maybe party that's being led, because I know some lady asked me was she going the right way, so I just pointed in the direction that everybody else seemed to be going. So I don't know whether it may not be as busy as what it is at the moment on a different day, but it's definitely quite busy, especially considering it's not the greatest weather. I've not damaged anything when I fell. I just got a bit of mud on my hands. That was about it. It was pretty funny though, honestly. Could have been worse, but it wasn't, so I'm not really that bothered. So peaceful down here now. The route on the All Trails app, when I've come down the steep rocky muddy section, I I've come over the bridge and I've took the lower path. Now on all trails, the path was up that way and across the top, but I decided to come down past the reservoir that we can see in the background. That looks lovely, and it's just very peaceful. I've not seen a single person down here. I think the trekkers are taking the path up at the top. I think I chose quite wisely. I've not seen anywhere to potentially camp. Oh, these rocks up there look flipping amazing. Not really seen anywhere that I'd be able to pitch a tent, but I'd probably have to stray quite far from the path, judging on how busy it's been today. Because if it's been this busy today when the weather's not been all that nice, I can imagine it being 2 or 3 times as busy. But then again, saying that, it's the weekend, isn't it? And people are all off work and wanting to come out and hike and walk. So maybe if I came during a weekday when everybody else is in work, it may be a lot quieter. But I'm not sure. Maybe I'll come back on a weekday to just check it out. It's looking like we're almost at the end of the trail. Checked on the All Trails app and we are pretty much almost done. It's been a really nice hike. I would have preferred it if there weren't as many people, but what can you expect with such a lovely place? I wish it wasn't as windy, because I really wanted to, let's go through this gate. Love a gate. Woo. Nice and easy. Yeah, as I was saying, alright, gate. I would have loved it if it was a little less windy, because I definitely wanted to stop and sit down for a bit and have a brew, something to eat. Would have been nice, but we don't always get what we want, do we? I would probably give this hike a 4 out of 5. There's some amazing views up on top over the hills. However, because of the ground, which is expected because it's the time of year, it's been raining, but the ground was quite muddy and quite slippy. In regard to how difficult it was, if you was to do it the way that's suggested on the app, it'd probably be quite difficult to go up where you saw me slip down. Well, I just did a little slip there. There was also some work being done on one of the lakes up at the top where we sat down. There was some diggers and stuff there, which obviously a bit of an eyesore for being out in the middle of nowhere, which you don't really want to see. It kind of takes you away from the experience. But they were soon gone, and when I was going there, I was wondering what they're doing, because they've rerouted the walk path with some orange like hazard fencing. But all in all, I'd definitely recommend coming out on this one as well. I'll link the actual trail in the description if you want to check it out. Thanks to everybody that's subscribed, commented and liked all my videos so far. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy what you're seeing, share the page with your friends, share it with your family, anybody that you know that might be into hiking. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, hit the like button if you like. I'm now back in my car and the route has been completed. There was nothing else really on the path back. It's just very rocky and it's full of puddles. So if you guys do decide to come out and do this trail, I'd highly recommend a good pair of waterproof walking boots. They have kept my feet completely dry, comfortable. They provide ankle support as well because of the terrain. They've never let me down. As I mentioned before, my boots are the Salomon Quest 4D. They're amazing. I've got another pair of boots. They're like Adidas Terex boots. They are waterproof, but they're not as robust as the Salomon boots. I've done 5.56 miles in 2.5 hours with a total elevation gain of 944 foot, which is not bad going, considering I was stopping to film and stuff like that. You know, it's a pretty decent time. So yeah, join me on the next one. I'm not sure where I'm going to be going yet, but I will be going somewhere probably on Saturday or Sunday. I may even go and do my first solo wild camp on Saturday, so stay tuned for that one, and I'll see you next time.